Hello, everybody. Welcome back to today's live stream. It sounds like my audio is good here, but I'm just going to turn on the music as well just to see how loud that is. Because last week, dude, that music was way too loud, and I apologize for that. But, I can't see my audio waves, so that makes it a little difficult. But I wanted to tell you guys, let's see real quick. How you doing, Veeth? Welcome into the chat. How you doing today? I think my music's playing right now, but I don't know if it's too loud, too quiet. I did some tests, by the way, for this stuff. Okay, I'm going to turn this so you guys don't hear echoes the whole time. I did some tests this week just to make sure everything was set up because I'm always concerned, at least with the audio side of things, that the audio doesn't work. But welcome back, Baragon Productions. How you doing today? You guys doing great? You guys having a nice chill Sunday afternoon for me here anyways. All I've been working on for the last couple days is a treatment. I'm writing a film right now with a buddy of mine. And so there's been a lot of writing going on. There's this, and then I'm trying to shoot a short film this year. So is that red light a little too hot? I feel like it's a little too hot. We're going to make some adjustments here real quick, guys. We'll just turn that down slightly. I mean, we don't need anything crazy. The idea is that it's just like a little edge light on the backside with a little bit of red. There we go. It's not super blaring, and also on my screen, I can actually see everything without a huge red glare. But today, everybody, today, we are starting a new stream. We're starting something brand new, okay? We're going to do a Shrek render here in today's live stream. We'll be creating this entirely in Blender, and then we'll render out different passes and then comp that over inside of Nuke as per usual. If you guys are new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. We go live every single week, except for the weeks we don't go live. Imagine that. But we create CG renders as well as visual effects streams as well. So this week we're going to do a CG stream inside of Blender. The last few weeks, we've been doing a lot more like VFX inside of Nuke and then working inside of Blender. But this week, we're going to be doing a full CG render. It'll be fun. You've been doing good. I'm almost finished on a project you've been working on. Hopefully, it'll be finished within this week. Dude, that's awesome. Share some progress over on the Discord. That's I'd love to see some of the stuff you're working on. I know that we have been having a few people that have been sharing some stuff over on the Discord this last couple of weeks, so it's really cool always to see what everybody's working on and what they're doing. But link to that right there. I just posted the Discord link right there in the chat. If you guys aren't already part of it, make sure to join that. I think, Baragon, you're already a part of it. But this week was fun. I actually I dropped my short film is finally on the Patreons for people to watch. We're still in festivals, but I feel like at this point I can put it online. So that's not a problem anymore. I was a little concerned about that from before because certain festivals have different rules and regulations and stuff like that. But now that is up, and good for you guys' own viewing pleasures over there. You guys can see what all the hype is about or whatever. Okay, I'm going to pull up our reference photo here. It's a WebP file that I downloaded, so let me just save it as a PNG. And then we're going to start doing the blocking and layout today inside of Blender. It's just going to be a chill model stream today. You know, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I feel like oftentimes we're trying to do a lot in just like one day. But today is going to be simple. We're just making a swamp, baby. Shrek swamp. A Shrek swamp. See, here we have it. Let me pull up the photo here. This is our reference photo that we'll be working with. Let me share my screen now, and that way you guys can see what we're doing here. So here is the swamp. Good old-fashioned Shrek swamp here. We've got a lot of modeling to do because we're going to remake all of this inside of 3D. I think we'll have to create some beautiful god rays here with some nice little sparkles of flies or bugs or whatever that are flying in the air. We got some trees and some reeds and some swampy swamps and more swampy swamps with a beautiful danger sign. And of course, the iconic actual tree with the house in the middle of the swamp. That is what we're going to be making, okay? So let's open up Blender so that way we can lay out our shot, make this all in 3D. Here we go. I've got my Blender project open and I'm going to, I think, let's just make this a little smaller since we're using this as a reference right now. And then I can make that a little bit bigger later if you guys want some Buddy once told me that the world Yes, somebody told me that once. It's kind of an interesting thought, you know? Okay, let's set up the camera here. I'm thinking, what was the film made in? Was it like actually like UHD? Like 3840 by 2160? Or are we talking like 4096 by 1716 for like a nice scope? What are we talking about here? 4096 by 1716? The world is gonna roll me, you know? What do we want? I think 4K, like, scope is the answer. Just going to set up a plane now. And, for my own, this is the way I prefer to do it. I'm going to add a new window here, and then we'll just drag that new window over, put that in camera view. And then that way we could see everything in 3D here. But then, inside of this window over here, we want to have our background image. So go ahead and click on your camera, add a background image, hit open, and then we're going to just go to our downloads. That's where I saved our Shrek Swamp PNG. Beautiful. Also, I want to make sure that it fits it. I would probably say it crops it. Yeah, we'll just crop the top and bottom here. I'm going to set the opacity to 100%. So there you go. And then the other thing I like to do with our camera is also set it up so that way our viewport display has pass through turned all the way up. Which I know my head just blocked that setting, but I like to do that so that way we're not seeing outside the 3D area of our world. We're only seeing what our camera is seeing. So that way when we go to solid view, we only see everything that is solid. That's a cool little trick. I like to do that just to understand exactly what I am seeing. Anybody excited for the Oscars that are coming out today? I think the only thing I really care about, honestly, is the visual effects Oscar, but I'm interested just to see what happens. I haven't seen all of the films. Okay, I'm going to rotate this on our 3D cursor here. I've seen all the visual effects films, but I haven't seen all of the other films. Okay, so let's set that up to probably about there. You know which one I do want to watch, though, is that movie Flow. I think it's up for Best Animation. Wasn't that made in Blender? And now let's go ahead and set up where this door is. So I'm just going to add a plane here. You've only seen Alien, Romulus, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? Dude, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the VFX in that were insane. Blender Eevee. I'm not a fan of Eevee personally, which, speaking of which, let's already swap this over to Cycles. Do GPU as well. This will be our door. I'm just gonna... Just gonna grab both these and line that up a little bit over there. I don't know, I've always just been like a physical based render kind of guy. And it's what I didn't like too much about Eevee is like it's too, you can stylize it to do whatever you want. It's just, for me anyways, I don't want to have to, I like physical based rendering and then getting the look. I just think it looks more, it has more depth to all your renders that you do. But I suppose it's depending on what project you're working on is really what you should be working with. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this and let's just move this over here. But it is amazing how far Blender has come. Like, it's slowly become industry standard software. What does industry standard even mean, though? I think right around here is probably the end of his swamp house, right, though? Is that, would you say that's the end of the house over there? We'll just have this go all the way back to the back of his house. Yeah, industry standard is just like, I don't know. Is what it really means is, what do studios use? And back in the day, I think industry standard meant more than what it does currently. Industry standard back in the day was like, oh, well, there's only like 2 studios that are kind of like running all of animation. So it's the standard of what they are expecting you to learn to use. And that's, I think, still kind of colloquially what it means. And if that's the case, then like, Pixar, Disney, they're not using Blender. They're using Maya. They're using RenderMan. Like those are their render engines that they're working with. I'm gonna actually save this. And so as far as like what the industry standard, yes. Now, if you're talking about like all of the industry, like, can you get jobs where they only want you to work in Blender? Yes. And, if you're looking at that, then yes, there totally is. It is industry standard. Okay, I need to... Let's go here. I want just want to copy like this folder setup. I really need to I need to create a Python script on my computer here that'll actually just automatically do this. So that way I don't have to do this manually every time. I do like working with these specific folders. Let's do all of that. Let's just delete their plate. I'll just move this over to this screen so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I like to keep things organized in this set of folders. At work, I created a Python script that automatically makes all of this stuff. But here at home, I do not have that. So I need to eventually do that. Just make sure that everything's empty here. Maybe I'll do that on one of these streams. I actually had it so that you feed it an EDL and then it automatically creates folders for every single VFX shot in your entire thing. Hey, Orlando Kaisedo, welcome into the chat. True, I think that most studios would prefer more skills within Houdini or Maya. Yeah, definitely. I think more Houdini these days is kind of the software of desire for everybody. I'm gonna create a new folder here. You know what? Yeah. We'll call this old, and I'm just gonna paste everything into it. These are just the folders. Beautiful. So now we go back to our streams, today's date, and then we have our entire setup here. And I'll probably just say 3D work, and then we'll put today's date in 2025-0302, and then version 1. Yeah, I think Houdini is definitely the kind of like industry standard that is certainly more standard. Like every studio kind of uses it. It doesn't matter if you're a Blender studio or not, because you know, I mean, there's just so much that you can do in Houdini you can't do in any other software. All right, I'm just blocking things out today, guys. Like, this isn't gonna be a crazy stream. We're just lining things up. What the heck is that? It's valid though. Every time you see someone who works in Houdini, you're immediately filled with envy. Like, bro, I'd like to play around with it when working with specs wouldn't be able to handle it. Yeah, I mean, I have Houdini. I really need to I really need to like start messing around with it more. It's just, I think I need a, so I've actually used Houdini a bit in the past. I can do basic sims. And I did, there's this shot actually in the beginning of my live streams that I always use, or that you can always see, which is that Santa sleigh flying overhead. I made that completely in Houdini. So that is just a Houdini shot. I don't know. I can do things in Blender so much faster than I can in any other software. So, and it's just because of the years of like me messing around with it. Such a powerful tool though. There's actually a shot that I'll be doing coming up, guys, for this next job that I'm working on, and it's gonna require quite a bit of Houdini sim work. Just blocking this up. Hasselhoff, welcome into the stream. How you doing today? This glorious Sunday. I'm going to find out what really is the best visual effects of last year. What do you guys think? Throw it in the chat. Who do you think's going to win? What are the, let's do best visual effects, Oscars nominees. Who are all the options again? It's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Better Man, Wicked, Alien, Romulus. Those are your guys' options. Those are your options, everybody. I was trying to paste. Can I not? This is where ChatGPT comes in, guys. ChatGPT, give me a bullet list of the best VFX nominees, Oscars 2025. Just give me the list. I don't want anything crazy. Just give me the list. Thank you. And then how do I paste this as like a poll inside of... I think I can, right? Start a poll. Ask a question. Who gonna win? And then you write in your answers. Oh my gosh, guys. Who gonna win? Alien? Wow. Okay, Alien? I'm sorry, I'm all over the place with this. I'm trying to create a poll here. We're gonna make a poll, guys. Alien, Better Man. Why is Better Man up for best visual effects? Isn't that kind of wild? Dune Part 2. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Oh, I cannot type either. Oh, you can only do 4 options? So then Wicked is the last one? Let's be real. I'm dropping out Better Man. Better Man better not win Best VFX. I'm not even putting that as an option, okay? Because there's only 4 I can have for my poll. Is it fair for me to say that Better Man is not going to be a thing that should win, right? Look who's live again. Yeah, man, it's me. There, I put the poll in. You guys better vote for... I don't even know. I feel like Alien has such a crazy... has such crazy VFX in it. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That's Monkey the whole movie. That is true, dude. Everything in that. Did they even do live action shooting on that stuff? Here's my biggest problem with Alien Romulus is didn't they have like all this press coming out when the movie was coming out that they shot it for real? That it wasn't visual effects? Like you can't do that and then try to get nominated for best visual effects. I think that's against the rules, right? There you go. There's a nice tree on the side. Is that against the rules? It's like there's rules to the ethics of visual effects. Come on. Come on now, guys. And then I know at least with like, I don't know. Wicked also had some crazy VFX. Did you guys see like the, let me pull this up. There's like the befores and afters. Follow them on Instagram, by the way. There's a magazine called Befores and Afters. And the visual effects, I saw them posting like this breakdown of the Wicked stuff. Wicked VFX episode. They got like the stuff in here. Like, look at this, man. Everything's CG. Not to mention like the goat and stuff they had in it as well. Then again, I mean, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, guys. I mean, but yeah, my new dad jokes that I got here. But dude, that's insane. That's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, respect. I think for all visual effects these days, guys, respect. Like, it's just insanity, the stuff they're doing. I think the director did push the practical effects stuff with the aliens, but like you can tell some stuff was digitally done. Mostly the face hugger though. That was all practical, or the digital stuff was the face hugger? I think you can do quite a bit of like the face hugger type VFX, but practical. Like I think that is something that is probably one of the easier things to do. Because didn't they do that practically? They did. I mean, it's not a question. They did do that practically on the original film. Weta's the GOAT. Yeah, isn't Weta like the one that's nominated for literally all the visual effects right now for best visual effects? Better Man had some insane shots, reflections, hair cutting, and the 200 plus costumes. Wait, what? I didn't add it to the list because I was just like, what? They did crowd sim shots? I'm sorry. Is that crazy enough for us to say that it's the... Wait, motion capture on Better Man? Today on Before and After Podcast, we get the full conversation. Why? Oh, I'm sorry. Better Man. Better Man. Better Man. Better Man. Better Man. Better Man. Holy cow. I'm sorry. Pause. Back up. I made a mistake. I was thinking Better Man was the Timothée Chalamet film, which is not. That one is, you're right, Hasselhoff. Sorry, the main character was full CG. I was thinking the Timothée Chalamet film. That's what was in my head when I thought Better Man. You are, wow. Yeah, this VFX in this was pretty crazy. I just remember the trailer dropped on that one and the car coming around. Yeah, the Bob Dylan movie. That one was what was in my head of what Better Man was. Dune 2? What about Dune 2? Yeah, I mean, Dune 2. Orlando Caicedo's like, I voted for Dune 2. Why did no one else vote for Dune 2? I think you're right. Oh, Caicedo, I'm on your side on this one. But I don't make the rules, okay? So, you know, don't get angry at me for what everybody else is incorrectly voting for. Let's just make some divots here of this muddy mud ground. Yeah, no, the Bob Dylan movie was what I was thinking, and that makes a lot more sense as to why I was like, what do you mean that's up for best visual effects? I was like, it's got okay VFX in it. I didn't think it was like insane or anything. So let's grab this guy. Maybe there might be some recently bias with Wicked though. What's the recent bias with it? I would have thought that would have been old bias. I didn't watch Wicked, full disclaimer, by the way. I need to. Just because I kind of want to watch all the movies. And I haven't. This year was not a year for watching all the movies, I guess. But at least whoever wins Best Picture, I'm definitely going to watch it just to check it out. I'm just kind of curious. I mean, there's all these movies where I think a lot of like hate came towards was that Emilia Perez? I want to just check it out, all right, just to see for myself if it's good, bad, whatever. I hate it when things get so much hate that you're like, oh man, it's probably not that bad. It probably isn't. Either of you, I mean, the musicals aren't really your thing, but I'm curious. Yeah, and Better Man, I mean, I saw, like, the visual effects in it at least look insane. Sorry for not adding Better Man to that list. Ooh, Alien got a vote. Let's go, baby. Guys, we're making those votes. I'm sorry that I didn't put Better Man on that list. Maybe I shouldn't have put Wicked. I don't know. But I saw the befores and afters. Okay, let's see if I can pull up their Instagram. I'm not logged into my Instagram on this thing, so I can't freaking before and after. I think I'm supposed to put an S. Befores and after. Befores and afters. Page is not available. Well, thank you, Instagram, for telling me that it's not available. Maybe I can log into, yeah, because I don't know what my password is to my Instagram account. Can anyone tell me what my password is to my Instagram account? Can you figure that out for me? I'm passing the CAPTCHA right now to be able to log into this other Instagram account. This is my work Instagram account for where I work at. So we're logging into that, baby. Try password 1. No, I don't know if it's that. It might be. It might be. Wait, what the heck? Instagram.com? Instagram. Oh my god. Let me find it's befores and afters magazine. There we go. Let me show you guys this stuff. It's crazy. This is what I was looking at when I saw the... Oh, was it even on befores and afters? It might not have been. I think it could have potentially been... Was it Weta? Like the VFX, there was someone that post. Who did the VFX? Was it ILM? Yeah, ILM VFX. I saw it somewhere, guys. Oh, they did. Yeah, they did Wicked. There's some breakdown of the freaking goat, and I was like, wow, that looks amazing. I just follow all these VFX companies, so I don't know who's who. Yeah, I haven't seen this movie yet. Maybe I should check it out. Yeah, I don't know where it is, guys. Sorry. The heck is this crap? Oh, that's all Star Wars. Lovely Star Wars, baby. But I mean, look at that. I mean, that looks real, right? I don't know. That looks real to me. It looks password 2. You're right. I'm sorry. That's the one. How did you know that? I didn't tell you that. How'd you figure that one out? Okay, we're going to add a little bit of character. Oh my gosh. Let's make that a little bit smaller. Add a little bit of character to our hut here. Hut! He ain't a perfect builder, man. So that's just how it be. Man, Better Man, I should have put on that list. You know what? You guys go blame YouTube. Everybody go to Twitter right now and then say, hey, at YouTube, you know, you should have had 5 options on your polls, not just 4. And that way we could have had all of the nominees for best VFX. I mean, I could always create a second poll. 1 second. Oh, I can't. I can't create a second poll because this poll's going. All right, well, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is the current winner here, guys. We got to get some serious support in, okay? You guys have to log in on all of your Instagram accounts right now and vote for your choice of choices. Although maybe it really is the best visual effects. I don't know. Honestly, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is pretty insane. Hello, Dave. How you doing? Did you vote in our poll? Oh, you did. Did you vote for Alien? I see you just popped up and a new vote for Alien is there. We thinking that's Blink 182? You're fine. Aliens exist. Aliens do exist, my brother. I was actually just talking about that last night with my buddies. Do you guys really think aliens exist or not? Like, I mean, the government came out and was like, oh yeah, aliens are real, by the way. And then everybody's just kind of like, I don't care. And it's like, wait, pause. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. We don't care about that? Also with Amelia Perez, I don't know the full context. All you hear is just awful, like it's got bad songs and it's boring. Okay, I didn't even know anything about that movie, all right? I had a buddy that, like, when the nominees dropped was like, dude, I'm so pissed off right now. And I went, why? And he's like, Amelia Perez. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That was the first time I had heard about Amelia Perez. And I felt very unfilm bro at that moment because I just had not been in the loop. You don't understand? No, it's all good. We're going to have to add a bunch of grass in to hide all of this. I don't know. Is this looking good to you guys? Who here thinks this looks good? Give me a show of raise of hands in the chat. I'm going to put the little outhouse in over here. I feel like this is supposed to be more up front. Oh, well, that makes sense. Okay. Let's see. This right here is kind of... Yeah, it makes more sense. Does it ever look good when starting out? What are you talking about? My freaking VFX shots? Never. I'm also just kind of blocking things out, so I'm just putting rough shapes in the area. Looks beautiful. Call it Louvre in Paris. I don't know what you're saying, Hasselhoff. My stuff always looks good perfectly right out of the gate, okay? I don't like this notion that you're spreading that my VFX don't look good right off the bat, or any of my art. I don't know how I feel about that, okay? Let's turn that on. But no, the art never looks freaking good right off the bat. At least my stuff doesn't, dude. It's so much massaging. So much massaging. But I'll tell you this right now. You work for Weta, your VFX look good when you open the program. That's what happens. You open up the program and then all of a sudden it's just a beautiful, pristine VFX shot just sitting there. It's not a cube, okay? There's no Blender default cube there. It is pristine, beautiful VFX right there, already created. And it's like, voila, right? Like, that's what they do. They open up their program and then it's like, voila. So to answer your question, Hasselhoff, yes. If you are in Weta, you can make pristine, beautiful VFX shots by just opening up the software. So that's the secret, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. You just have to work for one of those companies, and then all of a sudden your artwork just gets way better. I'm going to turn off... Yeah, let's turn that off. You're not understanding anything? All good, my dude. We should, do we have, there is no closed captions on this thing. Not like I'm saying anything super educational. Working at Weta, you don't, create VFX. You summon real life avatars and film them in high fidelity. 100%. 100%. Vamos, vamos, vamos. What is that? Faster, faster, faster. Blender Mutaminero. I don't know what that means. Maybe I shouldn't be speaking a language I don't understand. All right, I probably said something that I shouldn't have said. Oh well. I get canceled before my career even started. Damn it. Professional of Portuguese? Nah, dude. It's called Living in Los Angeles. This is gonna be our tree. I don't like. Do we even art? Okay, let's add this a little bit of. Yeah, guys, I think I'm a real pro. Look at this. This is like a beautiful tree. I mean, what can I say? I like really good at what I do. Do you guys like my beautiful light setup that I have now? You guys can see me without me just kind of like sitting in the dark. I don't know if it actually makes that big of a difference, but you know, I'm what they call an artist, okay? Oh, it's gonna be so much work to get that to. That's the marker from Dead Space? What? I haven't played Dead Space. If you know, you know. Well, I definitely don't know. But Streamlabs is like, I don't know, but give this video a like. Streamlabs is like, please help this guy out. Bye, my man. Your girlfriend fight with you? Ah, well, you know what? You tell her that you need to learn how to Blender, okay? That's what you got to do. Thanks, Dave, for dropping in. Girlfriends, am I right? You're not a real Blender user if you've got a girlfriend. That's all I'm saying, okay? I'm just joking. Maybe I'm just projecting. Outhouses are like square, right? That looks good to me. If I were to have had an outhouse, it would look like this. Just trying to get the general shape of everything in this scene. It's, man, I feel bad for not putting Better Man on there. That is an option. Hey, we got another vote for Dune. Wow, it's tied up down there. 25%, 25%, and 50% for Kingdom of Planet of the Apes. That's so funny. I didn't put Better Man because I thought it was the Timothée Chalamet film, and now I feel bad, but at the same time, I don't feel too bad because I didn't watch this one anyways. But I gotta tell you, the VFX on it looked pretty crazy good. Is that what you were saying, Hasselhoff, when you said monkey the entire film? Look, yeah, the main character was full CG. Oh, that's what you were talking about. I thought you were talking about, like, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The only partner you need in life is Blender. Blender is love. Blender's life. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. I apologize. Is that who you wanted to vote for? Just kind of grabbing certain parts of this, that way it's not too straight. You don't need a straight outhouse, guys. Just voted for the other monkey movie. Man, we've been doing monkeys forever, though. I mean, they had the Planet of the Apes. The first ever Planet of the Apes was like 2009, wasn't it? I want to say. King Kong? King Kong wasn't this year, though. But definitely. Take this whole thing and kind of just extrude it downwards. That looks pretty nice. That looks like how I would want my swamp to look. That's all I'm saying. Wasn't it Godzilla and King Kong this year? No, it was last year. Because it came out the same year as Godzilla -1. You lost track of those films a while ago? Same. What did you guys think? I talked a little bit about this last time, but what did you guys think of the Godzilla -1? Did you guys think that it was worthy of the Oscar win? So help me understand what type of people you are. You really liked it. It was sick. So you thought the VFX in Godzilla -1 was worthy of winning Best Visual Effects last time. So you can't say? That's fair. Don't they have a website for like what visual effects shots things were nominated for and all that stuff? If they don't, they should. I just realized I probably need to set up. I don't really like. This goes out really far. Which other movies were nominated for what? Best visual effects or for best film, best feature, or best picture? Oh my gosh, Oscars best picture. Nominees. I gotta add that word in there. Emilia Perez, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Nickel Boys, I'm Still Here, The Substance, Dune Part 2, Wicked, Anora, and The Brutalist. Godzilla had some... Oh, you're talking about last year for VFX. 2024 is Godzilla -1, Napoleon, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and The Creator. Okay. This is what I said last week. It's kind of where I'm at with the whole thing. Godzilla -1 was pretty good. Not gonna lie. I'm not taking that away from them. Good nomination, right? However, you're up against freaking Napoleon, okay? And Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Rocket Raccoon, was maybe the best visual effects I've seen in a very long time. That's my opinion. That's my opinion! Probably, let's see, let's put this more right there. I'm like eyeballing things now because I think the perspective is a little off. It's fine though. But yes, Godzilla -1, good film. Just, was it, is my question, was it on par with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? Yo, Storm, how you doing today? Maybe the Oscars at that point had Marvel fatigue or something. Possibly, but also Napoleon. Insane VFX. Like, did you guys see that horse get blown up and like all of those visual effects shots of like the water and the boats and the whole armies and all of that jazz? Because in my opinion, that's also some great VFX. And is it okay to have Marvel fatigue? And then that's the reason why VFX didn't win, was because you're like, there's just a lot of Marvel movies. Is that also a consensus that you're allowed to say, hey, you know, we've just had a lot of Marvel movies? But Napoleon did everything for real and had no VFX. Yeah. 100% right. That's honestly why they didn't win. I thought their VFX was really good. But then when they did their whole marketing campaign about, oh, we did everything for real and all that crap. Honestly, you shouldn't win. And honestly, I'm not angry about that. If you're saying that you did everything for real, then you did all for real. Stop going up for the Oscar nomination for Best VFX. That looks beautiful, guys. Marketing wasn't done by the VFX artist, but it sucks if they had yeah, okay, so here's the thing. The marketing wasn't done by the VFX. It was the director's comment, if I remember correctly. I believe Ridley Scott was the one that said that. And also, I think what he said was taken out of context, so I don't necessarily think it's Ridley Scott's fault also. He said, we tried to do as much of that for real as possible. And he was talking about something that was done for real. And then they swapped the footage of what he was talking about during that interview to the boats that were like attacking like the harbor town and all that stuff. And then obviously that makes him look like he's lying. I don't know. I'm just going off of what I had heard, what happened about that interview. So he wasn't saying that they did the whole film without visual effects, but then the news outlets kind of took that, and maybe it was the PR team, press team, or whatever, and they ran with that because, I don't know, is that a Warner Brothers movie? I know that Warner Brothers seems to have a huge problem with saying that things do or don't have VFX in it. I mean, just look at Barbie, guys. Barbie had no VFX. They actually even changed their Blu-ray crap to not see any of the VFX that was actually done in Barbie. Because there was no VFX done in Barbie. Sorry. I don't know why. Why would I ever say that they didn't totally key out all the green screens and everything like that in the Blu-ray behind the scenes covers and all that jazz? Why would I ever say something that couldn't possibly have happened? I love the videos that Movie Rabbit Hole did with the no CGI is really just invisible CGI. Like, it really calls into question why studios do this. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Let me put it this way. I think often, just working as a professional in the industry, if you ever say something has VFX in it, people's perception of how they're viewing it is different than their perception of it not, right? If you said it had practical effects, nobody's going to really judge how it's affecting the story. But as soon as you say it's CG, all of a sudden it impacts the story. And I don't really get that. So have I been watching Severance? No, I haven't. But that's just my perspective on it, is that, oftentimes with these things, I think like Warner Brothers has found that they kind of have to lie. Maybe they have found that to work better is, oh, well, we're just hurting the CG artist. It's not that big of a deal. And I guess it's not for them. In the end of the day, it kind of works out for them. So I don't know. I'm torn on it because it's like, you often get this working in the industry about people saying like, oh yeah, no, I like them doing it for real. And you always get that. And I think that studios are tired of hearing that. So they end up just playing into it, really. And it's not necessarily their fault. It's more so the audience's fault. But what are you going to do? Blame the people that are actually paying the bills? Kind of creating like this stepped thing here. We'll smooth that out in sculpting later. But no, I haven't checked out Severance yet. I've heard nothing but good things about it. So I do actually want to check it out. put up a sign here. But I think because of that, the studios are just like in this bit of a pickle. They can hurt the people that are working on the projects with them, but then it helps the film in the end of the day because audiences in general, they just have this like perception that VFX is bad. Also, nobody knows what VFX is or CG is. Like, it all means the exact same thing, right? Like, oh, VFX bad, which means CG in their head. That's what they're thinking. And then now, actors, dude, like, I can't tell you, actors are sometimes, man, like, and it's not even, it's not their fault. It's the, I think it's the, there's like this misunderstanding, but also just like misinformation that is spread about the industry as a whole for visual effects. And then there's this shroud of secrecy about what's being done as well. That AI, CGI, and VFX are all the same thing. Like, it's the three, those are all the same thing. And a lot of people will be like, oh, I don't want to be in movies with CGI. And then they do some, like, you know, drama or whatever. And they're in a film with the drama. And then they're like, oh, what did you do on the film? And then I'll tell them, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a visual effects supervisor. And they go, oh, I do not want to be in a movie with that. And I'm like, well, the movie you just finished watching that you're in had CGI in it. And they don't get that. They're just like, well, no, I don't have Gollum and the Transformers in my film. And they're like, and then you kind of have to explain to them that, like, it's not the same thing. It's happened too many times that I care to say. But yeah, I hate CGI. CGI in movies is bad. Severance looks interesting. It's sort of a shame that it's only available on Apple TV. Yeah, but that, I mean, that's how all these streamers, like Peacock does their own like kind of like series now too. I just don't have Apple TV, and I'm just not interested in paying for another streaming platform. So that's like kind of like, it's unfortunate that, you know, but I'm just done. I'm done. Severance is a good show. Heath, since when were you listening in the conversation? Veeth coming in with his Apple TV. You should get Apple TV, Connor. Okay, fine. Look like 2 minutes ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just need a login. That's all I need, Veeth. I just need a login. All right, I just need a login. Just post in chat what your password is to your account so we can all watch Severance together. I think that's the move here, right? You'll work on it? Perfect. You know, I say I don't like watching TV shows, but then I sit and watch like certain shows. I don't know. It kind of depends. I don't like watching TV too much just because it's a huge time commitment. Huge time commitment. But then I watch Beast Games, so, you know, I don't know that I'm one to really talk here, guys. Which, has any of you guys watched Beast Games? I got like way too invested in that show. I don't know why, but reality TV kind of just does it for me. All right, we got ourselves a nice little sign. I don't know why it's so close to the ground. Hey, yo, Alexander. Welcome into the chat. How you doing today? We're making ourselves a Shrek swamp. The greatest swamp to ever exist, by the way. That's my swamp! I don't know, that's my voice. Does that work for you guys? Let's go ahead and save that. We're gonna have to add in all these reeds and jazz, I think, but you've had Apple TV a couple times. They had a lot of great stuff. For All Mankind was good. Hey, I worked on For All Mankind, by the way. I worked on that show. Just saying, throwing that out there. I worked on that. At least the first couple of seasons kind of dwindled by season 3 or 4. The Godzilla series was also pretty good. But like you said, you can't have another streaming service. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I've not ever had Apple TV, but I've worked on Ted Lasso and I've worked on For All Mankind as a compositor. So, but I've not seen either of those shows. But those are my biggest bragging rights. And I'm like, hey, I worked on that show, but I've never seen it. So... Let's make this part right here go up a little bit. Tier level at it, you know? Goes up around the swamp. Going up and around and all the way through. That's awesome, by the way. What scenes did you work on? I worked, so on Ted Lasso, I got hired to do all the de-aging. Or not all of it, but a decent amount of the de-aging. And then For All Mankind, I don't know, what season was it that I worked on? I actually don't know what seasons I worked on. I think it's on my IMDb. You guys check that out. You can see it. Whoops. Okay, I need to... I'm trying... Sorry. I was F2. And what I was trying to do here was press F3. And then... Grid fillet? Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Back to F2. If you press F3 on your keyboard, it pulls up a menu and you can type in stuff, and then you can just press enter, and then then it just does the thing. But F2 and F3 also swap my OBS screens, so that's the reason why everything freaked out there for a second. There we go. We got ourselves a roof. Got a roof on that thing. Yeah, and then on For All Mankind, I added, like, it was pretty basic VFX. It was, mostly just added, like, screen replacements, essentially. They were, like, in some control room thing. And I was adding in screen replacements on the walls. Which was fun. That was cool. It's where I started learning what DOS grain was, because I never used it before that. Which, by the way, super amazing inside of Nuke. Definitely recommend. That's looking good, guys. We're getting there. Put the water level about right there. And then let's just scale that out. That's good. This probably needs to go a little lower over there. Yeah. Yeah, that way the pond goes all the way to the side there. The pond's going all the way to the side over here as well. It's that kind of like fill location there. An easy way to see this, by the way, is if you go to your view display options here, we could just set this to random. And that way you can see a little bit better where like that edge of that swamp is really going to hit. Good luck on the progress. Hey, thank you so much, Baragon Productions. See you next week, hopefully. I'm not in town next week, but I'll probably try to drop a tutorial or something. Unfortunately, we'll be traveling out of town again. But should be back the following week. Too much traveling. Too much traveling. Let's grab this guy here, and then, whoopsies, we're going to turn off proportional editing here. Scale that guy down, and then that's going to go up. That's just like another branch. Normally, I just drop in, you know, from a plugin these different trees, but because these are very specific looking trees that are very swampy in nature, we're going to want this to all be a little more custom. Which is why we're doing it this way. And we'll just keep extruding that outwards. Probably just extrude that out one more time, and then we've got ourselves a branch going up. We'll just have to make the leaves and stuff like that go down. Oopsies. There we go. Okay. Just like roughly mapping everything out, and then we'll sculpt in some of the details here, because this is all pretty basic, obviously. So if we then add in a modifier for this guy, I like to add in a multi-res. What? Add modifier. Search. Multi-resolution. What was it searching? Hit subdivide. And then I'm going to go over here into sculpt mode. And then hopefully we can get some nice looking sculpts in here. Oh, that's right. We are in the new version of Blender, and I forgot. Oh my goodness. This is going to be exciting. Not really. Is this the grab silhouette? Grab 2D? Grab. Let's just do grab for right now. And I'm just going to try to shape this a little bit better, add in some more divots and whatnot. You know, it's a tree trunk. Nothing's perfect. Probably also want, so we're using a circle here. What we could do also is let's search for a solidify and then drop this in above the... Let's also go out of object mode real quick. We're going to do this above the multi-res. Wait, you cannot move a modifier requiring original data. It's fine. Let's delete that. Let's change this thickness now to be inside of our thingy things. That's how thick our wood is going to be. That sounded inappropriate. Let's go ahead and apply that and then add in a multi-res. Subdivide this sucker, and then now go into sculpt mode. And there we go. Just sculpt this to look a little better. Pull this up so that way we can see what we're doing. Let's reference our photo. But yeah, guys, so last week I got a photo scan of an actress for a VFX shot that I'll be doing coming up. I don't know how much of you guys have messed around with photo scans, but technology's so good nowadays. Was using Polycam, and then after Polycam, took it into Blender, and then cleaned everything up inside of Blender for what we needed it for. Works really well. Then I'll share this with you guys. It's once I can, I think I'll share. I'm gonna make like a legit plugin out of it, then drop that for you guys to get. But it's if you guys ever done photo scanning before, the images of your textures are just like all over the place with how it maps the UVs. And so I coded a Python script that essentially takes all of your UVs, remaps it to a cleaned out UV, and then takes the JPEG image that you created and makes a brand new remap JPEG where everything is lined up perfectly. So if you've got a person, it then creates the proper islands with everything in the correct locations. So that way you can take it into Photoshop, all that jazz, and easily, do more work on it there. So if you got to repaint like the shirt, something like that, you could totally do that. Makes life a million times easier. How's that looking? I think that's looking pretty sweet. Let's make that a little larger. Just grab that a little more outwards. Super cool little plugin though, because I mean, if you guys have done photo scans before, it gets rough. I mean, the images it creates for your UV texture is not usable whatsoever. It's like pictures everywhere. These days, there's a bunch of tech that makes things really easy. It does. Like used to be. Oh my gosh, guys, Dune Part 2 now has more votes. Wow. How the tides have turned. Still 0 on Wicked. Ladies and gentlemen, the race is continuing. We have 12 votes in. Alien has 25%. Dune Part 2 has 42%. And Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes rolling in with 33%. There you go, guys. There's my announcer voice for you. Trying to keep things pretty solid, okay? Just go ahead and sculpt in some of these kind of like branches now that are kind of coming down. A lot of this is going to be under the actual like bushes and stuff like that. But still helpful. Still helpful. Gonna kind of blend this with my branch there. A little bit of a knob. How many of you guys checked out the tutorials on Instagram that I shared well, I guess it's also technically on my account, but it's the Foundry de-aging tutorials. I think there's still a part 3 soon to come out. I don't know if you guys checked that out or not. I shared it inside of the Discord, a link to it. So if you guys can, take the time. Make sure to go view it. Give it a like. Tell them that, hey, this guy's pretty cool. You should do another collab with him. It's looking pretty good. Looks almost like a volcano head. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, it looks a little bit like a volcano head. Let's go ahead and subdivide this again. That's pretty sweet. I like that. I do like sculpting. I just don't do a lot of it. I want to do more of it. I don't think I'm good enough to stream it. But you know what? Maybe I am. Because I'm not good enough to stream anything else. So and yet you guys are all here watching. It's Let's continue some of this displacement of this wood all the way up here. Like this, okay, it should feel more like a wood aging pattern, like displacement almost on it. Make that a little smaller. Where are we at right now? 42. Have you guys ever actually watched the Oscars? Am I the only one that hasn't? That's one of the things that I've never actually done. I'm going to a buddy's house tonight to play some cards, but he's going to have the Oscars on in the background. So this will actually be like the first time that I'm ever watching them live. I've only ever seen highlights of it after the fact. I don't know if I'm the only one though. The only one that like kind of cares, but then also doesn't watch it. I guess that's what I mean to say. I know there's people that don't watch it, but let's add some of these knob details in here, following quite a bit of the curvature of this branch. I don't know. I'm making this up as I'm going along. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Just gonna have to probably add in a lot more vertices to these branches here, and then we'll fix the other edge of the, just creating like these connection bulges. Oh Lord. It's looking not too bad, guys. Not too bad. I know with this animated film that I'm wanting to work on this coming year, or this year, I'm going to have to get more into sculpting because I have to do a lot of these character models. So I might stream some of that one of these weeks. Right now we're working on the storyboards. I could probably start working on some of the characters, to be completely honest. It's not like it hurts to get some of that stuff done first, but it's definitely not needed right now. So that's the only reason why I haven't been focusing on it. But maybe after this Shrek's render done, we'll do like another VFX one, and then I can jump into some character modeling streams. You've never seen the Oscars? You usually find out later who won and stuff like that. Yeah, it's kind of like the boat I'm in. It's usually what I do. I don't know. I don't have TV. That's part of the problem. Although now I think all that stuff's streaming on like actual like streaming sites, right? It's on Hulu. Shveeth, I guess you could watch it. You got Hulu, right? It's on ABC Hulu, I think. Although there's also a basketball game tonight, guys. So, like, I mean, I don't know. You just, like, watch the basketball game instead, you know. I like that. That actually looks... I like that detail. It makes it... Definitely makes it look more barky. Trying to get that barky look. I don't know, am I getting closer or further away with it? Some of these things are hard to tell, my dude. Hard to tell indeed. Well, this is all going to be under grass. I don't really think I gotta do too much of that. Let's keep that at 4 for our visibility of our multi-res. Next up, we're going to grab all of these guys, join them together, and then we'll just go ahead and also add in a multi-resolution. Subdivide it, probably simple. Subdivide. Okay. This is where things are getting a little complicated. And the animated film you are making will be action or what? It's a it's a musical. It's a Christmas musical, and it's a proof of concept for a feature film that I like to work on. So I'm doing a proof of concept first, which I recommend to everybody. If you're ever trying to like actually make like a project, do the proof of concept first. Don't try to get people's money otherwise. I don't know. We gotta get the branches in this thing. Oh, jeez. It's gonna be a nightmare, but I gotta blend the two of these together. So we'll subdivide it one more time. Go into our sculpt mode here. And yeah, we'll start having at it. Let's go make sure our tool here is not using mirror or whatever. What's that option? Symmetry? Yeah, it's not. Beautiful. Could you make it Puss in Boots, the Last Wish style? Probably could, but I wasn't planning on it. I feel like there's enough like like the Blender Studio. It's like all they ever do these days is that 2D style. Like everybody's doing that. Am I the only one that's getting tired of literally everybody doing that in all the studios? Because they're like, yeah, that one movie was really popular, so let's now make everybody do it. Like ever since then, they've had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Puss in Boots, the new I don't know, maybe it is a lot of DreamWorks stuff. DreamWorks is just doing it over and over and over again. Typically, how long does the proof of concept? Like 5 minutes or 10 or more? That's a good question. I would say that there's not really like a hard number. I mean, we can try it. As far as like, I'm not opposed to it, Tavo. Good recommendation. I just, I'm getting the fatigue, man. The Marvel fatigue, but it's like the 2D animated film fatigue. As far as like the proof of concept goes, I would say probably the shorter the better. I think a solid like 2 minutes is what you want to hit. And that's what we're going for. So what I'm making is a Christmas musical animated film. So we're just trying to get like the first 2 minutes of the feature in there. Where's the smooth options here? So that's all clothes general. Oh geez, it's like a list. It's just that Puss in Boots is the same universe as Shrek. Yeah, dude, Puss in Boots, by the way, goated film. Goated film. Or do you have to say donkey film? I don't know. I don't know. Did you guys see the new Shrek trailer that dropped though? What did you guys think of it? I didn't get the outrage because I watched it before I saw any of the outrage. So I was like, wow, this looks awesome. I'm excited. And then all of a sudden I go online and everybody's shitting on it. I'm like, whoa, like, what? I even shared it with my friends. I was like, hey guys, check this out. and then I see later that day, I'm like, oh, everybody hates it. So Shreksy. Yeah, it's a bit weird, man. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't paying that close attention. I was just like, it's a Shrek movie. Like I was more excited that it was a Shrek movie than anything. There's some like weird layering going on here. Shrek doesn't look Shreksy. Yeah, I saw the comments. It was like they Pixarified him or something like that. Like, well, okay, guys, the difference between Shrek in 2000 and Shrek today is 25 years of technology. All right. Where's the smooth button? Like, I'm trying to figure out where everything is now. There it is. "25 years of technology. And this is what we have to show for our house? Tony Stark made this in a cave!" Elastic snake hook. Elastic grab. We want that elastic. We want that grab, my dude. Maybe we want the... I want the 2D grab? Is that what we want? Let's grab 2D. Oh my god, what does that do? This is just our grabber. Okay, let's try it this way. Let's do elastic grab. Grab this whole thing and move it up. Okay. And then we do they have... That's a snake hook. That's a pole. And then we pull like, no. Snake hook that downwards. Snake hook that downwards. Snake hook that downwards. That downwards. How's that look, guys? Creating ourselves, you know, some like... I don't even know. We're just figuring this out as we're going along here. Yeah, 25 years and it's supposed to look amazing, but it just looks weird. Does it look weird though? I don't know. Maybe I just really wasn't paying attention. I looked at it on my phone, watched it once, and was like, that looks cool. And then that was it. I haven't analyzed it yet, guys. Forgive me, I haven't analyzed it. Are we certain it's bad? Or is it possible we're just overanalyzing it? It's possible that I'm underanalyzing it. Oh, let's pull it up. We're gonna look up the new trailer, guys. Shrek. Give me that Shrek trailer, baby. Shrek trailer. Shrek trailer. Shrek trailer. Oh my gosh. 2025. There we go. Casting announcement. Official teaser trailer. Okay. You guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? Right off the bat. We're just going to analyze every frame of this, everybody. Okay? Slurp logo. Alright? Slurp. We know... Oh, it's this YouTube channel. I don't even know who Slurp is. Okay, back up. Now, does this look... Does that look bad? Does this... He has a facial expression I've never seen Shrek make in my entire life. Okay? Okay, I mean... Yeah. Well, this all that looks weird. He kind of looks normal there. Is it that his... I know what it is, guys. The green. His skin color is not the same skin color. It's not the same skin color. I think he's moving fine. His skin color is just different. That's what it is, right? Okay, I don't know what the rest of that YouTube video is, but I think it's the skin color. Is it the skin color? And then with Donkey, obviously, I mean, he's just got more hair. Like he has like those little cut off hairs and stuff like that. I do not think that looks good. This is requiring some crying. I think we must cry in order for us to make better legs. There we go. And then we'll just grab that inwards and I think it's better. This is weirdly weird. Make it a little thicker. Yeah, you know what it is? I think the color of his green is just different. I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as how everybody was saying it's like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's not that bad. Donkey's face looks skinnier. Maybe. It's more refined. But they are older, are they not? Like, he's got old kids now. Maybe he just grew up, guys. Shrek's not the man we once knew. Shrek ain't love anymore. Shrek is just not the life. Shrek isn't the man that I remember him being. I don't know what I'm doing with this branch. I think we really just kind of want one thing there. Smooth this guy out. We don't need it to have too much craziness. And it's just that one branchy branch. And we just grab it. Create more of a base. That's cool. I like that. That works for me. We're gonna hide so much with grass, though. Donkey's face looks skinnier. Yeah, man. I don't know. Also, I noticed, I think with the eyes just have more life in them than they did in the previous films. I wouldn't say that, like, DreamWorks ever... No, I take that back before I even said it. Taking it back before I even said it. If you make them old, it's natural. That way they're skinnier or fatter. But the important thing is the story. Well, what about the story? What, the trailer's story just didn't speak to you? I like that, actually. I did that correct first time right there. You just know that what they can tell in the new movie. You just don't know what they can tell in the new movie? I don't know. You're probably right. I also think it's funny is it's like, guys, it's Shrek. Was the story ever... I take that back before I even said it. I take that back halfway through my statement. I don't know. You're right. You're right. You're right. I think the best of DreamWorks was How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon. Let's go back to object mode here. I'm going to take this boy right over there. Duplicate him. And we're just going to rotate him around. Have this on the back side. It's pretty solid, I mean. Just kind of like filling things in here. Kind of just creating these big roots from this big tree, essentially, because this is just like the bottom of a tree. And just need, you know, some more roots. Some more rooty roots. I think with that, we're probably going to want to model some cylinders here. And let's see, let's scale it up. Just, yeah, it is a really cool trilogy. Feel like an old man. They just don't make movies like that anymore. You recently saw that they are doing a live version of How to Train Your Dragon? They are. They are. And that's got its own heat in the oven for different reasons. Multi-resolution. Subdivide that bad boy. Uh-oh. Made a boo-boo. Please forgive my boo-boo, oh Blender. Blender, please forgive my boo-boo. Guys, the votes are getting close. 17 votes. Alien at 29%. Dune Part 2 at 35%. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes at 29%. This is insane. This is insanity. Is it really, though? I feel like Dune Part 2 is kind of the winner. Like, if we're being real here. 6% on Wicked! I missed that, guys. We got a 6% on the Wicked. How did that get a vote? Who voted for that? Point yourself out. Although, I mean, the VFX, like, the VFX in it were great. I think the VFX for all of the films are good this year, which is fantastic. I just thought Better Man was the Timothée Chalamet film, which is why I didn't add it to the list. I was like, nah, that's not best VFX. Come on, guys. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. I didn't hit the save button, and I am currently frozen. That's just how it be, all right? Sometimes it just be how it is, and today it is that way. So we're waiting as it's frozen. But yeah, the live action How to Train Your Dragon. Here's my thing with it. Okay, here's the problem I have with it. Why? Just why? I mean, they're going to do a shot-for-shot remake of the film, similar to the live-action Lion King. But here's the thing. Live-action Lion King at least looked like it was live action. It at least looked like it was live action. The How to Train Your Dragon... It looks like a live-action anime. Does that make sense? Let's just see if this fixes our issue here. Are we back? I think we're back. I'm back live. Wow, that was the craziest crash I think I've ever had. I don't know. That was a wild crash, guys. I think that might top all the crashes I've ever had. Let's just see if Blender reopens back. That is the craziest. Okay, recover last session. There is no last session. Recover autosave. There is a autosave. But I think we're back. Give me a thumbs up if you're back. Are you back? I don't know. We lost a decent amount of work. It's unfortunate. You know? It is unfortunate. These things happen. They happen. Sometimes they happen for a reason. Right now, it didn't. So there is that. But we will prevail. No, okay, I'm going to finish my statement, though, okay? Here's my problem with the live-action How to Train Your Dragon. I think it looks great, but it looks like the animated film. It does. The costumes look like kind of cartoony versions in real life. And then Toothless, the dragon, as well as the other dragons, all look like the actual dragons from the animated film, but slightly more realistic. But like, it's the same dragons. So what's the point of this movie? I don't get it. I don't get it. If they were to make it look real, like Smaug and The Hobbit or something like that, that would be different. But that is not what they're doing. Instead, they are trying to make it look like how it currently looks. That's why I don't get it. I don't get it. But hey, I think we're back. I think we back, baby. Let's go ahead and just jump back into our modeling. We'll just continue working. I lost 7 people from our crashes, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We will prevail. I just have to remodel this stuff, I think. How do we want to go about this? Let's add a multi-res in. Subdivide it a couple times. Oh, I think I lost quite a bit of work on this as well. Oh no, I don't think so. There we go, yeah. I lost most of the stuff on that side. But this right here, let's go ahead and clean this up. I just have to redo these, unfortunately. That crash took a lot, guys. It took a lot, all right? We're going to do it better, though, this time. We're going to teach Blender, all right? Blender won't see what hit them. Oh, my gosh. What is going on with that? Is it... Sweet. When I go to... their tool settings here. Symmetry. It is turned off, right? Okay, we're just going to bulge it because that's what I really want. It is, so Dune Part 2 is currently in the lead, by the way. If you guys want a different one to be in the lead, then share with your friends, get them to vote. Let's see what we got for the final thing. 'Cause I don't know how much longer I'm going to be streaming here today, so if you guys want that to sway, you better do that quickly. That's all I'm saying. I was probably going to quit streaming if that, I'm going to quit streaming forever if that, what is going on here? Okay, let's go back to object mode real quick. I'm going to swap this to face orientation. And all of our face orientations are correct on that. I will say we probably have to fix the face orientations on all of this. I don't know why I don't just like eternally keep face orientation on. I probably should. We just take that and do flip the orientations. It's looking a lot better. I'm gonna save that. Back to this. Put that on 4. And let's go to your sculpt mode. I also, you know what? You can take this and press Control A and then apply all transforms. Oh, interesting. And then once everything's applied, we'll add in a multi-res. Now let's go ahead and sculpt this stuff in here. Yeah, and then we'll just add some knobbies. And I'm mostly going to focus on, I guess, the main branch, and then we'll create all of these like side branches ourselves. So let's use this grab tool. Just kind of make this thinner for this main branch. And then we'll just paint in some That's cool. I like that. That's nice. And then just fixing up some of that. Subdivide that again. trick, guys, was just to apply the transforms. That's always the trick when it comes to sculpting issues. You're just like, what is going on? And then you just apply the transforms and everything works perfectly. You're like, yeah, that was fun. That's nice. I like that. Now that we have that, let's use... There's some other ones here. I want the... got a pool. That's cool. And then we've got snake hook, which if you then take this, just take it down, that's pretty nice. What is there? There's like a remesh thing, is there not? So that way I can actually get more resolution on these like few pixels that I have here. How do you do that? Under tools, Dynapato, what the heck? Dynapato. Oh my god. I did not, nope, I did not do that. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. We survived. We're gonna keep saving because that's what I didn't do earlier. Oh no. That's why saving is the most important tool inside of Blender. You guys go, oh, Connor, what's your favorite tool inside of Blender? And you know, I think a lot of people will come up with some weird tools. You know, they're like, oh, I really like the ability to animate, or I like, you know, the compositing, live compositing. You know, my favorite tool is saving. I like saving. It's my favorite tool. Smooth this out first. Actually, you know, one of my favorite, unironically, favorite tools is actually the recover. It works so well a lot of the times. It's honestly one of my favorites. Okay, that's cool. I might want one more. Let's just do one more on this side over here. So we'll do another snake grab hook thing. And just grab from here, guys. I think that's the move. Something like that. And then we'll blob that out, baby. And then we'll smooth it down. Let's go ahead and grab it as well. I don't know. Subdivide that crap. Yeah, the recovery tool is really helpful. Dude, I can't tell you how many times that has saved my life. It's just because I am perfectly great at hitting the save button every 2 seconds. Honestly, you know, that's one of the features that I think a lot of people say about me. They go, "Oh, Connor, you know that Connor guy? He's really good at hitting the save button all the time." Totally. That's what I hear a lot of people say about me. Never lose work, you know, that I'm doing. It's not a thing. But, you know, I guys, it's 2025. You think I have to hit the save button? Like, if your software doesn't auto save stuff, then what are we really doing here, you know? I'm not gonna lie, this is a muscular looking branch, baby. You know, I don't know. I don't know, guys. A little powerful right there, okay? Let's do the elastic grab. Just gonna kind of merge that in a little bit better. Looks pretty good. Go back to object mode. Set that value to 6. That way we can see. Looks pretty nice. Probably continue it for these other two. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and add in another multi-resolution. Just do a simple subdivide. That's looking already pretty good. And did we fix? Yeah, we have that on. Perfect. Let's go ahead and go back into sculpt mode over here. I kept these separate this time. I didn't have them separate on the last version that crashed. But I kept them separate this time just because I wanted the flexibility of turning one on and off pretty easily. Looks pretty good. Honestly, simpler is better when it comes to these things. And we'll just subdivide it again. Veiny, baby. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Let's subdivide it again. And then this time I'm just going to smooth it down a little bit. Let's change the strength here. Yeah, it looks good to me. Set that to value to 5. And then let's go ahead and save that and go back out to object mode. We're just going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to apply all transforms on this one. Subdivide that guy. We'll just use like the blob first to get everything a little bit larger. And then let's go ahead and use the elastic grab here. Amazing. Subdivide that. Subdivide that again, and then now we'll just put in some branch, like kind of like barky. Probably want to shrink this as well. I mean, if we just, whoopsies, grab this inwards, this thinner. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. I probably want to paint in some more of this. Fill it in a little bit. That's working out right there, I think. Beautiful. Back to object mode. Set that value to 4. Save it. And let's take this guy. We want him to be rotated. Probably around the cursor. I don't know where. Oh, because, yeah, that makes sense. Let's rotate this around the 3D cursor here. Kind of a different portion of that branch that's back there. Probably duplicate it again, and not something that's as visible, but you know, it's just gonna be back there. Amazing, guys. It's looking pretty good for those roots of the tree. Probably also want to go into sculpt mode on this guy here. Let's first apply all transforms on him, and then we'll go into sculpt mode with the multi-res attached to it. And we'll go and do just a single subdivide first. This needs to be a lot smoother on the path going up the stairs here. We always knew we were going to make that smooth. I was just kind of using the block method just because it was super easy to do that. But this right here, just have it go up. And again, it's going to have grass kind of on top of everything. We just wanted to have kind of like this smooth walkway. Really easy to do inside of sculpt mode by smoothing that out. There's nothing crazy as far as like sculpting is concerned on the ground. Like, it's just pretty basic. We might want more water here, which is pretty easy to do with like the elastic grab tool. You just grab this and then pull more and more of that down. That'll give us more of this like pond on the side there. And we could do that for both sides. So, you know, just grabbing this and moving it down. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Just have like a bit of a shoreline there on that side, and then a little bit of a pond on that side as well. Go back in to save that and keep that at a value of 1. Yeah, we just have 2 planes here. One's below the other one, and that allows us to we're gonna scale this on individual origins pretty easily. Scale that inwards there. Okay, great. So there's our pond. We don't really care about what's this section over because the camera's not seeing that. So we're not going to model that for this render. We're mostly only worried about what's in front of the camera. I'm going to take this guy here, probably apply the scale on him, and then add in a multi-resolution. This is sick, my man. I'm just starting to learn Blender and stuff like this. It's really cool and encouraging. Awesome, dude. Well, welcome. Make sure to hit that subscribe button because we stream like this every week. This week we are creating a, the Shrek render. But yeah, no, man. Thank you. I appreciate you dropping in. Just, it's always fun to try out. I would say join our Discord also. If you're starting out, share your stuff that you're working on in the Discord. It's always useful to get some feedback, but also seeing what other people are working on. It's very encouraging to me when people share stuff in the Discord, because I also like to see what everybody else is doing and what's possible inside of Blender and how you guys are pushing the boundaries of everything. Just, it's what it's all about, community. Just gonna widen up this base a little bit more here, and just having that tree trunk go up. Not really seeing too much of the side of it. Subdivide it again. It's good just to sculpt, just like the rough big things first, and then as we subdivide more, you can add in individual kind of like creases. Yeah, let's see. Here's a link over to it right here. Of course, if you guys want these project files, I do put them up on my Patreon as well. After every live stream, I upload all of my Patreon project files to Patreon, and you guys can grab them, use them for whatever you want. It's so funny. That makes it look like the tree's got muscles. We don't want the tree to look like it's got muscles, guys. No. The tree's not a strong BV boy. I like that. That looking good right there. Just kind of have that go up. And then from there, we'll just smooth out this a little bit. Don't need too much detail. It's just mostly adding in kind of like those knobs of the wood grain. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, everybody. Just grab that, move it down. Beautiful. Okay, we got that. And we're not going to see anything over here, but I'm just going to add in like another little root almost. That's kind of going up the tree. And then we just smooth out kind of like this top portion here. There you go. Back out into object mode. I'm going to keep that set to 5. It's looking pretty solid, guys. Looking pretty solid indeed. Gonna add a few twigs in here, and then let's work on this door frame because we got to 3D model some of the wood outlining on that door. Thinking, and that's what crashed us last time, guys. So make sure to hit that save button as we're going. Oh my gosh. Go back to mesh here. Add in a cylinder. This is back when I crashed it last time. My problem was I just was trying to add a crap ton of multi-res to this like cylinder, and I think that's what like blew the computer up because it was like, sir, that's a cylinder. You can't have so much detail on it. I'm like, but I want to. I want to have infinite detail on a cylinder that's just supposed to be a stick. Alright, that's it. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Do a multi-res on that. Subdivide it once. Oh, Jesus. What does multi-res do that? I'm just trying to have a nice day multi-res, and you just want to unsubdivide it. Delete you again. What the heck, man? Multi-res simple? There you go. It just does this weird, what is it doing? Multi-res is kind of weirdly broken. I like multi-res. I do. I'm a fan. Big boy fan. Multi-res, subdivide it. Subdivide it again. That's all good. We're only going to subdivide it twice. And then let's go back over here into our sculpt mode. And then I really like adding in some like, kind of like barky surface imperfections almost of what we're doing here. Maybe before we do that, maybe just possible concept here, guys. Let's remove all of that. Back out to object mode. Save it. Control A. Apply the scale. Now we go back into our sculpt. You know why it's doing it. Because we don't have enough subdivisions. That's right, guys. We need more subdivisions. Beautiful. It's almost beautiful. This is our bark material. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like it, guys. I don't think I like it. What is going on here? What do we want? Sculpt base mesh. Oh, that's cool. I think that's good. That's all we needed to do. Sometimes you don't need it to look like how you want it to look. You just need it to look like how you want it to look. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a pretty standard concept there. We're gonna just take that, rotate it a little bit. You'll never know that we literally duplicated it. Nobody needs to know. And you're not gonna tell anybody. If you guys tell anybody, you're on the naughty list. All right. Just grab that, rotate it. I don't know. We're making this up as we're going along, okay? You really think I know what I'm doing here? Because I don't. I'm going to scale that down first. Scale that out on the Z. And let's put this on the front of the doorway. And probably not have it go out as far. Let's do that. Okay, cool. What do we have for the votes right now? 5% on Wicked. It's gone down. 32% on Alien. 37% on Dune Part 2. 26% on Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That's 19 votes, boys and girls. And probably girl, just because of the demographic settings that YouTube tells me, as I got like one person that's a girl that's watching it, and it's probably my mom. But wow. Wow, guys. Wicked is not in the lead here. What do you guys have a problem with Wicked on? They're just not. It's just not it, man. I mean, I haven't seen it, but the VFX in it looked great. I've seen like some VFX on it. And I gotta admit, I was a fan. I was a fan of the VFX. Though, I mean, let's be real. The VFX that it's up against, it's just this year, guys, is a crazy year for VFX. I feel like last year wasn't that insane. I mean, I think that there was great VFX last year. Who did I say I thought should have won last year? It was Guardians of the Galaxy. I think to me that was the best one out of last year. But that's just my opinion. Although I just don't know that it's not like it was so clearly like Planet of the Apes level VFX. That's just on another level here, guys. All right, so we just grab that guy. Let's apply the scale on it. But we also kind of want a multi-res inside of this. Let's subdivide this a few times. Oh my god. Maybe not. What is going on with the... Let's just subdivide it this way a few times. And then if we add a multi-res in and subdivide it. Okay, that's not as bad. We just need to add more vertices, guys. And let's just simply go into sculpt mode here. And really we want to warp our wood just a little bit. Not a lot, not a lot. Change that strength, guys. Change that strength. We're just going to kind of warp everything a little bit. We got some bowed planks in here. That's fine. Object mode. Now we just grab that bad boy. Rotate it. remove the multi-res, add in a new multi-res, subdivide it. Beautiful. Actually, probably let's do this first. Let's who gonna win what? Best visual effects. Ben. Best visual effects for the Oscars. The most important. The most important and prestigious award in the Oscars. You're like, chill, Connor. It's okay. It's okay, Connor. It is not okay. This is the most important award. This is the moment that we have been waiting for. The moment. Oscars voters don't even watch the films anymore. Hey now. I'm a rock star. Yeah, you're right. You're right, but doesn't mean that we can't vote. It doesn't mean that we can't have an opinion. And I do have an opinion. Scale this guy down. Let's go to the front here and then scale him up about the width of the door. I think they watch the films. I think, I mean, these movies are not exactly like small movies. They're kind of big films, you know? So, in my opinion, everybody's watched them. But, you know, I guess I can't prove that everybody's watched them or not. Let's grab this guy here. We'll just scale him up. Big ol' door frame kind of log. Love all this, guys, because you can't really prove that I am literally copy pasting this stuff. But I am. Because it's different scales, so you can't really tell. You can't. Gonna lurk while working on some shorts? Hell yeah, do it, my dude. Do it. Lurk? What is lurking in YouTube? YouTube doesn't have lurking. YouTube's like, I don't know what a lurk is. Deleting only the faces. I think I accidentally deleted the faces on the other side. Do that. Do that. Looks good enough for me, baby. We probably just need to solidify the inside of this, so we'll delete only the edges. Edges. Delete that edge. Probably need to solidify it. So let's add a solidify in. And essentially we're just going to be subtracting inwards here. So that way there's a bit of a thickness to the building here. Go ahead and just apply that. But it's a mud hut, so let's work on that. This has like a bit more of a shape to it than we're used to here, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and add that shape in, like we purposely planned to do it, and probably just scale a lot of this out here. There's our window. I mean, honestly, we already did it, guys. We already did it. But let's see. This is wood here. That goes into like more of like a muddy dirt like texture. We could probably duplicate a lot of these panels that we created already. So let's do that because we're lazy. Yeah, that looks good there. And then we'll continue the same thing on this side over here. And this one, let's just grab it. Grab it. I don't know. We're copying what they have here where there's like a bit of a piece that's chunked down. I like that. That's cool. This stuff here, let's just grab these 3. That works for me. We will be hiding this, but let's go ahead and fix it anyways. Might as well. Maybe not. Maybe we don't want to fix it. Maybe fixing it is too annoying. Let's extrude and fill. There we go. Go and save that. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. We are on our way to making a better Shrek farm. Shrek swamp. Shrek endeavor than DreamWorks. What can I say? DreamWorks, you should hire me. You should hire me, and I will make you self a Shrek farm. Let's do median point rotation. Let's go ahead and align this with the wall. That's pretty great. Let's just make sure that the rest of this is lined up as well. Especially since we already kind of have that modeled in there. I wanted to follow that wall pattern a little bit better. Okay, so that's our door. It has all these cross-hatching. Cross-hatching. Who did you vote for, Ben? Oh my god, we are at 21 votes, guys. 21 votes. Alien at 29%. Wicked at 5%. Dune Part 2 at 43%. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes at 24%. Wow, we were at an insane lead of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes for such a long time. And now it's in 3rd place. That's insane. Dune Part 2 with 43%. 43! 43! Wow, you guys, like, no one was voting on Dune at the beginning, and then now everybody's voting for Dune. What is going on here? I can't even remember. So Dune has the sandworms, right? Man, we gotta probably do a sandworm VFX shot. Maybe that's the move. Wow. Hey guys, make sure to hit a like below on the video, and make sure you are subscribed. If you are not, I will hunt you down. I will find you. I will grab your phone, and I will hit the subscribe button myself. If you're not subscribed, I'm just saying, I will do it. I'll do that. And then what? How are you going to explain that to the cops? Be like, yeah, this guy, he's the guy I was watching on YouTube, and he just came out of nowhere, grabbed my phone, hit the subscribe button, and gave it back to me. I don't know. Okay, I like that for that. Let's go ahead and create some of these stones walking up the stairs here. We'll grab the first one. Let's put it right there. Let's go ahead and grab like a... You know what we could do? This is what we could do. I got an idea. Hit the save button. Go to our preferences. Add-ons, rock. Oh my god, they don't have it. Is it because it's under... Extensions? Where's the rock generator? Do they not have a rock generator? Ivy Gen. That was pretty cool. It's not a bad mesh planes to pro. That crazy? Where's the rock generator inside of Blender? Want my rocks. Edit mesh tools, key mesh, import Autodesk. What? You can import Max files now? That's wild. What was it called? I don't even know. I'm wasting too much time looking for it. Let's just make one ourselves. Well, we're just gonna use a cube. Wow, I'm like, this is lame. Especially since you can do this with like the rock generator so easily. I feel like what is going on here? We're back to the Stone Ages. We're back to the Stone Ages of making rocks. This makes me sad. If you cross your eyes, it doesn't look terrible. If you cross your eyes, it doesn't look terrible. It looks like a stepping stone. If you like blur them, you know how like you blur your eyes when you look at stuff? You're just like, it doesn't look bad. Doesn't look good, but I didn't... Look, guys. What are we trying to do here? You know, like, are we really trying to create, like, good? This is not the right YouTube channel for that, alright? Like, let's be real here for a second. We're just trying to do better than DreamWorks, okay? DreamWorks on a bad day, which... is not easy. I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna do it. That's our plan here, guys. That's our plan. Oh my gosh, we gotta scale that guy up. My scaling is just off on all of this. Let's just move that. Okay, wireframe that. Sure. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Oh my god, it's not even lined up. We're kind of doing it. We're kind of making it happen, guys. We made our own rocks. Could never be more proud of myself. These like 2D plain rocks. I could never be more proud of what we have accomplished here today. Nominate for me for an Oscar. I think the thing, I'll touch on this again because I like to bring it up because nobody's arguing with me in the chat about this, okay? Last year, I think the thing that frustrates me about Godzilla -1 winning is that the reason they won wasn't because the VFX were the best, but was because it was such a small team that did it. And I think the thing is like, There's a lot of indie films out there that have really small teams that do VFX. I just don't think that's a qualifier for best visual effects. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Oh dear. That's still giving me that. Let's go to sculpt mode on this. Smooth it out a little bit more. And we're going to use this clay here. I think this needs to have a plus outwards. Okay. We are liking what we are doing here, guys. We are liking it. We are. It is more of a like than not. Let's go back over here to object mode. Go ahead and save that. Save it. Save what you're doing. Because God knows I need to save more often than I currently do. I'm going to apply the scale on this, and let's go ahead and add another multi-res. We are getting there, guys. We are getting there slowly but surely. One by one. Round the rabbit hole. Down the rabbit hole. We are going down the rabbit hole of what the tree... Let's just make this smaller. Like, we're going drop. We're going to follow that one, but do a different one. I'm going to do that one, but do a different one. Different one. Different one. We're going to do a different one. Different one. Different one. Do a different one. Different one. Different one. Subdivide that thing. And then now add in some more details on these different ones. Guys, I'm really good at sculpting muscular looking trees. That's all I'm saying. It's got a nice badungi. That's what this tree has. I think that looks bad. It doesn't look great. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't look how I want it to. It's too flat. We're going to change the strength here. Go ahead and subdivide that again. We're getting there. I mean, it's just like if you cross your eyes, it almost looks good. That's the problem with some of this stuff, you know? It doesn't look good right off the bat. And what I like to say is it doesn't have to, you know? Like, that's what I always say, like when I'm doing VFX. It doesn't matter. No one's going to see it. No one's going to see it. Motion blur, depth of field, noise. And then you find out that everybody does see it, and then you got to make it look good. That's almost cool. Let's go back to object mode here. We'll set that to a 5 so that way we can see everything. Save. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. We'll duplicate this, move this over to our porta potty output. Sculpting a tree seems easy. Now, it seems not. I don't know what you're saying now, as if like I wasn't doing a good job, you know, doing the thing. You know, I don't know. I don't know about that. It was very easy. It was very easy. I was good at it. I think what's funny about that is like I end up just always making the trees look super muscular. I don't know why. I don't know why. I wasn't doing it on purpose. Okay, great. So now we got that. Let's just go to the top. That is some wind, brother. That is some wind. The wind's like howling. Like, dude, I'm just making a Shrek swamp. It's just a Shrek swamp. Don't need to summon the demons. Okay, scale that out. Oh my gosh. Let's scale it from the 3D cursor. There we go. Cover that whole side. Some nice paneling in there, brother. Some nice paneling. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these guys. And so now what we'd like to do is just grab the bulge tool, brother, and then bulge up some of these guys. I think this one here, for instance, if we go into it, let's grab the sculpt, grab the grab. Put that off to the side here. Wonderful. Object mode. That all looks great. Oh my god, no it doesn't. It doesn't look great. I was thinking it did, but it doesn't. Let's use the elastic grab instead. Okay. Guys, you have no idea. You have no idea. It's just, we just grab all these. It actually probably make it a little easier. Let's go into sculpt mode on every single one of them right now. Use the bulge tool on this guy. Can you not do that? I thought you could. Maybe that was a previous version of Blender. Awesome. I'm thinking we're good. We're not really going to see the front. But let's go ahead and just duplicate everything here. And then, let's see, rotate it on the median origin, or median point. 90 degrees. Let's just grab that, kind of line it up as much as possible. We're not really going to see it, but it's there nonetheless, so that nonetheless, just in case. Wow, guys, we have come so far together. It is really, you know, like that moment of kind of like friendship and bonding that we have made on this long journey today, into the swamps, into the deadly, scary swamps of the world. And appreciate the journey that we have held together all of this long time. And I wanted to let you know that I appreciated that. Yeah. There you go. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and continue on this thing. I think we're, for the most part today, kind of done. We're going to add some shrubs in next week, and we'll get into doing some lighting and things like that. I don't really want to add these rocks in or twigs until we do start adding in everything else, because then we'll know how much we want to add and all that stuff. Also, the fact that I don't have a rock generator is driving me crazy this week. But hey, if you guys can, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. We will be back continuing this render. When? That's a good question. When will we continue it? Well, next week I am out of town. And the week after that, I should be back because I'm going on set, but I think I should be back by the 16th. So I think our next live stream that we'll be doing is on the 16th of March. So make sure to hit the subscribe button below with the bell notification turned on, so that way you guys do not miss out on that. Also join our Discord. The Discord is where I do post when we are going live. So if you guys want to make sure you guys don't miss out on those streams, make sure to do that. If you guys want these project files, they will be available in the meantime, immediately after this live stream is over, up on the Patreon. You guys can find the link to that below. You guys join the Patreon, you guys get all project files for every stream that we ever do and everything like that. So, but hey guys, thank you so much for joining today's live stream. I know it was a little bit of a shorter one, pretty chill, pretty nice, only an hour 40. But you know, it was fun. We got to do some sculpting. Haven't done, yeah, Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Baby, Shrek is love, Shrek is life. And that is what I live my life by. I live my life by that motto. And you know what? It's kind of worked out for me a little bit. I don't know. I mean, I think it has. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. You know, I think in the day to day, we do have that going for us. I want to give a special shout out to our wonderful Patreon subscribers right here. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to the Patreon, helping support this channel. They do get all the project files and everything associated with our live streams, so we do put all that stuff up. But thank you guys so much for being part of the Patreon, helping keeping these streams going. I got some lights, you know, and all that jazz because of the Patreon followers. So if you guys want to be part of that crew, then that would be super awesome. But hey guys, till next time, thank you so much for joining today's live stream. I will see you guys very soon with some more live streams and some videos. And I'll definitely be at least active on the Discord in the next couple of weeks. So if you guys want to check all that stuff out, I'll see you guys later. You have a good one. Stay creating, and I will talk to you soon. Peace out.